All right. We are live. We are live. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching this into the future, well, I think pretty much in the future because I don't think anyone is watching this, but that is watching this live anyways, but that is okay. Today, we are going to do a whole bunch of brainstorming, a whole bunch of like a brain dump of every single thing that I could possibly think of in order to create content that'll help market Piixel, our creative company, to get or to reach out to potential customers. So it's going to be all the dump of all the things that we can do. So what I'm going to do, I do have one thing that I need to do right now, and I guess I could do it with you guys, is I was working with doing some work for a client, or I shot a video for a client, and I need to send it to them. So I'm going to do that very, very soon. Okay. So I just need to, just bear with me because I was struggling with something for like the past hour and a half, or maybe I should say the past hour, using a company called Make. They're like, it's basically like Zapier, but I just found them, they're like way better. Well, I shouldn't say that they're way better. There's things that I really don't like about it, like the actual interface itself, but there's way more features. Remember when we were trying to capture different triggers from within Webflow and then send out and do a zap to create weather interactions within this new Make application? It's called Make instead of Zapier. It's called Make. You can actually capture different events within Webflow. So if there's a new item or something's updated in the collection or whatever it is, you can trigger and you can capture that event and then do other things, which is totally amazing. It opens up so many opportunities. It still leaves issues with the whole membership situation, but it provides a whole lot more functionality, which is really cool, which has proven to be very helpful. But I was struggling with it a little bit this morning. Anyways, which is why I didn't get to finish this thing that I wanted to for this client. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to go into my Vimeo account. And let me go into the library. Right, we're going to go through this right here. Okay, maybe I could share my screen. Well, this is not what I want to show. This is what I want to show. Okay, this needs to be closed. I don't need this right now anymore. Okay, so basically there's this client, and instead of scheduling times that we can have a call and everyone's really busy, different time zones, it's like a big disaster. So instead of doing that, what I do is I just make a video and I give them a walkthrough of the website or whatever it is that I made. This time it's an application. I give them a walkthrough and then they can watch it on their own time, and then they can provide the feedback on their own time, right? So it's this like asynchronous communication. So instead of me finishing something right now, which I am, and then trying to set up a meeting for a week or 2 weeks down the line when we can actually get together, this way they can just watch the video at their own pace, right? So really cool. I really love doing it. It works really well. And what I want to do is I want to pop in this new video here. And we'll just send it to them. Whenever it's done. All right, excellent. So I want to copy the link. Yeah, copy the video link. I think it should be private to anyone who has the link. Okay. Walk through video. I'm sorry about this. I know we're supposed to get into marketing, which we totally will. But, you know, if you're watching this in the future, just fast forward a little bit until I stop doing this. Sometimes the client stuff comes first because they're the ones that pay the bills. Which you can watch here. Link. Put in the link. Okay. So I should be able to rename this, shouldn't I? Okay. Walk through. Okay. Hopefully I could pick a better thumbnail. Oh well. Okay. All right. So that is transcoding. And let me just put this email together. If all goes well. As I mentioned, and I'm going to put the link. I guess, whoop. Right here. There are So there's one thing that I want to mention here for this client is that there's multiple emails that are going to be sent out depending on what kind of form a user fills out or whatever interaction is going to happen on the website. And I need to know who's going to receive that email. So I just need to word that here in a way that makes sense. Comment is a new comment is made when a new data set is submitted, when a contact message is submitted. We need to know who should receive these notifications. Up to you. Notifications. Right. This email's getting really long. As I mentioned in the video, please. There are 3 notifications that we need to know who should receive these notifications. It can be the same person for each of these, for each of them, or it can be different / multiple people for each. It is completely up to you. Well, that should be apparent in the description. Okay. Be creating a video tutorial for the Data Hub, and I am more than happy to provide in-person training if one that is local. Thank you again for taking the time. Look forward to hearing what you think. And moving towards launching Data Hub. Oh. I never say regards. It's not me. Okay. Okay, I've put together a walkthrough video, which you can watch here. I should say, you watch here, and if all goes well, will be the final walkthrough video. As I mentioned in the video, please do provide me with all your feedback after you've taken the time to go through the website. Within the website, there are 3 notifications that will be going out depending on the actions. These are when a new comment is made, when a new data set is submitted, when a contact message is submitted. We need to know who should receive these notifications. It can be the same person for each of them, or it can be different people. So we need to know, I also create a video tutorial for the administrators of the Data Hub, and I am more than happy to provide in-person training to anyone that is local. In-person training that is local. I think it will also be a good idea for or a remote Zoom training session. I think that'll be a good idea. The Data Hub, yeah. Thank you again for taking time. Look forward to hearing what you think and moving towards launching the Data Hub live. Yeah, I think that works well. And I am just going to, actually, instead of doing that and twisting my neck, I'm just going to hide their email addresses. Right. Subject. Okay. Maybe I should say Data Hub walkthrough. Okay. I think that works. Now let me go back into here. Well, hello and welcome, John and Lisa, to a just selecting the thumbnail for the video, and I do think. Oh, I just need to go back here. Privacy. Yes, anyone with the link can view. Okay, good. That's what we want. And I put together, blah, blah. I think that's good. And let's send that. Oh, that's kind of cool. This is kind of neat. You might not care about this, but this is for our business credit card. We are notifying you of important changes effective immediately. Your card member agreement provides the basic blah, blah. Effective immediately, you are now eligible to enroll in the complimentary Hilton Honors Gold status. Ooh. What does that mean? Hilton Honors Gold status. And then it has a 1. What does that mean? You are eligible to roll, offer only, blah, blah, and is not transferred for full Hilton and subject to change. Subject to availability. What does that mean? Let's find out. Benefit. So like I'm already, and like I'll be a gold member. Space available, daily food. You have to spend 40 nights there. That is a lot of nights to spend. Cool. Although I don't plan on staying at the Hilton anytime soon. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, enough about that. Let's get on to business. Other business. Although there is some travel coming up. So you never know. Okay. Right. What do we want to do? We want to play music, first and foremost. Let's get some tunes. Okay. Just some ambient music kicking here in the background. Don't know. Is that good enough volume? Keep it out there. Okay, what we need to do now. So we can close all of this down. I think, what are we going to use? Are we going to use Word? We'll use Word for now. And if we need to change it, then we'll change it. So the idea, marketing. Marketing, putting value out there into the world. How we communicate our value to people, right? I'm just going through my notes here. What are you guys' thoughts on setting goals and having goals? Some people say they're good, some people say that they're bad. I wonder. And the one thing I'm thinking about is, like, I'm looking forward to like this live stream when it gets built to the point where there's like interaction with other business owners, business runners, whatever. So I could, interact, ask questions, and we can learn from each other. So it's like, does it make sense to set a goal of like, hey, by, in 3 months from now or whatever, I would love to have, on average, between 5 and 10 people, coming in on the streams every day. Like, that would be nice. But is that important to set that kind of goal? I don't know. Okay. So marketing, is this loud? I know I turned this up for me, but I don't know if it's loud for you. I think that's usually around the volume that I set it at. Okay. So let's do one. We want some columns here as well. Is it easy to write on two sides? Okay, is it just layout? I think, yeah, columns. 2 columns. How can I... Okay, so column 1 is... All right, and then column 2, can I how do I get to column 2? You're not going to let me very easily, are you? Oh, that's just going to do a weird thing. Oh, man. Sometimes Word just really sucks. Okay. I guess forget the columns. We're going to do Piixel, and then we're going to say, like, the personal brand. Oop. Okay. So what are we talking about here? And we can get into as specific or as detailed as we want. So we're brainstorming marketing ideas, right? Things that we can do. Oh, I got something itchy in my nose. Oh, excuse me. Oh, super itchy. Okay. Oh my goodness. I might have to go. Oh my goodness. No, it's too itchy. It's too itchy. 1 second. Am I gonna do this on screen? Or is this off screen? It's off screen enough. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was super itchy. Okay. Sorry about that. The joys of live TV or live YouTube. Okay. What was I thinking? What point was I going to make? I don't remember, but I think it was something about being as specific as possible and just kind of going to town in terms of thinking about different ways to do marketing, right? And to communicate our brand. I mean, we could, just to refresh ourselves here, let's look at, let's go here. We could do marketing definition, right? The activity, process of creating, blah, 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 exchanging value, right? Kind of what I'm saying. I'm just thinking if we have this definition in our mind, that could maybe help steer us a little bit in the direction that we want to go, right? Not direction we want to go, but in terms of what we can write down here for our marketing efforts. And then, of course, if this is something that you want to do as well too, maybe that'll be helpful as well. But that's definition of market research. We don't want that definition. Yeah, this is not really what we want. I mean, HubSpot should have, you would think, the action of promoting and selling products or service. Okay. Yeah, well, maybe it won't be that helpful. I don't know. All right. Action that a company takes to promote its audience. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay. So what comes to mind right now? Okay, so I think there is like course creation, right? So it could be course creation. Yeah, so how to build websites and applications with, and then we could subdivide this even more with, say, Webflow plus something like that. If it's going to be like a super long application, it could be WordPress, could be Ghost, and I mean that's pretty much it of what I would do. Those are, I mean, we could do, yeah, we don't want to get into like Rails or anything like that because that's way too outside the scope of what I would want to do, at least at the start. Okay, so how to build websites and applications. And I guess in terms of like who's the marketing, like who's the target user. Target user or target audience, maybe might be a better word, would be individuals who want to learn how to build websites and potentially you know, just earn a living or extra income. right? So which is another way of saying, i.e., beginner to intermediate. Okay. So we have course creation. And what could be, I mean, they could be free. I guess course creation. And like the offering. What the heck? No. Not you. I want this one to go to the next. Oh, that's weird. I can't do multiple like points. There we go. Just needed this for some reason. Okay. This could be a free course. Free. It could be paid. Well, I guess it could just be free or paid. I don't know if we need to get into this detail right now. Do we want to think about free versus paid? Let's just put this. Like, I'm just putting that in there, but in my mind it's like, no, this is just free stuff, right? Okay, so YouTube content. So I'm going to call stuff long form, which is just your traditional, edited video, right? And that could be tips and tricks for using various design development tools, right? It could be, what else could it be? Just like how-to videos. How to like accomplish specific tasks, goals. Like how do I add membership? How do I add user functionality to a site? Or how do I create different tier levels in Ghost? Or, how do I upload a theme to WordPress? Like whatever it is, right? A specific task or a goal. We can do like just full how-to guides from start to finish. Oh my goodness. Is it finish two ends, like your finish as a fin? No. I think this is two ends is finish as your fin, but finish as in being done. From start to finish of a project. So building out a complete website, membership site, complete website, membership site, application, all within a given like technology stack. And that could be Ghost, Webflow, or WordPress. Okay, if I just want to say short form, you can take clips and pieces from the long form content. And I think I think that would be the way to go for now. I mean, can you just sit down and make short form content just for the sake of making short form content? I guess. I don't know much about, like, I have never made YouTube shorts yet. I mean, it's not like it's making a video, right? And just putting it as a short as opposed to putting it as a like a full on, like a long form video. And it's funny because a long form video doesn't necessarily need to be long, right? So, but I think, I mean, imagine if I made, well, yeah, how to start to finish a project. Building a complete website, membership site, application, or application, all within a given tech stack. Short form content. Take clips and pieces from long form content. So what else? I mean, what else could I do for short term? So again, you know, our target, like Piixel's target client. What are they like? Just some quick points. Startup to mid-sized business with, I don't know, I would say venture funding or I mean, you could say to 6-7 figures in like yearly revenue. I guess the point I'm trying to get to with this is that they're okay to spend money. They're okay to spend, or they understand the principle of spending money to make money, right? So they might not necessarily have all the talent in-house to be able to do all their creative work, right? Which is why they know that they would want to outsource that. And then hopefully, oh, this is really stiff. And hopefully they want to outsource that to us, right? That's the idea behind that. Okay. So short term, I say they can be posted on YouTube Shorts, Instagram. I mean, I'm gonna put it on here. I'm not on TikTok, and I have reservations about actually being on TikTok. Is that even spelled right? Is it K's? I mean, obviously I know it's a large platform and short stuff does really well there. But I mean, I guess if I'm just posting business stuff, it could be an avenue to get potential clients. And especially if it's the younger crowd and they're out there trying to start their own business or their own company and they come across my content, it could be another avenue, right? So course creation, YouTube content, short form, yeah. So what else could we do? We could do blog post writing. We could, what would involve about it? What would be involved in that? So you could mirror the video content and provide just, what's the word to say? Like written accompanying text to support. Right, so if you're doing a video on, I don't know, say just something about like how to edit whatever, I don't know, how to edit a video. Very generic. But then, you know, you have the video, but you might want to throw in a blog post in there, which might, what's the word I'm looking for? So it might have additional information, such as like links to other tools, right? Tools/resources. I mean, it could be something somewhat of a transcript as well too. Right. So blog post writing, and along the same. Actually, you know what we can do? Let's just call this writing. Support the video on the website /blog. So like another So another form of writing could be a newsletter for members, which talks about the maybe should it be more about the business side of who would it be joining? People would come to Piixel. And if Piixel is a place where you could learn about like web design, creative process, branding, all that kind of jazz, then who would join the newsletter? Would it be more, yeah, I don't know. So newsletter, and you could have multiple, let's just say multiple focus. It could be on the creative aspects of the business and our thoughts on it. It could just be, more along a tips, tricks, how to. And I could say this is more philosophical. And this would be like more practical. Right. So marketing activities, podcasting. Okay. So what could we do with podcasts? We could interview, and this would probably be remote, of other creative organizations and people to talk about how, they create. We could do something where it's local. Oh, right. Well, should it be local? I think that's actually going to go more for the personal side of things. Ooh, that looks bad. We need to get, there we go. You know what I'm going to do? Oh, no, just a new. I'm just going to go with 2 documents side by side. So, shoot, you can't see My stupid face is in the way. Okay. What I'm doing here, I'm probably going to jump back and forth. So what I want to do here is differentiate between what marketing activities Piixel Media will do and then what market activities I will do. So as I mentioned yesterday, which I think, after thinking about this, I mean, for quite a long time, actually, more than just yesterday, in the past few days, is I think it's going to make sense for me to have almost two separate entities and two different ways of doing things. So number one is everything is under the Piixel Media umbrella, and that business is going to end up going into whatever direction it's going to be, whether it's going to be strictly web design, whether it's going to be more of a holistic branding company, where we take you brand from nothing to, create everything about it, the strategy, the logo, typography, blah, 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 everything that has to do with creating the brand. And yeah, that company goes off and does its own thing. And then this is how we market to get business in that company. But then we have my personal brand, which is me and the things that I'm doing. Because right now, for example, this live stream is all about me trying to build this Piixel into $1 million company, right? But that's like what I'm trying to do. That has nothing to do with Piixel itself. In terms of me talking about trying to build a business is not going to, on its own, build up the business. I actually have to do that work, right? So my personal brand could include what I'm doing with Piixel, but it can include other things as well too, in the future, of other different things that I want to do, that I want to learn, that I want to try, or what have you. And it'll also help me so that when there comes a point in time, if Piixel gets really big, whatever, you get super lucky, do super well, somebody wants to buy out the company, they won't be buying my whole brand, right? I'll still have my audience of what I built in my personal brand, but yet I can sell off Piixel as something that's kind of completely on its own, right? The courses or the content about how to make websites or whatever, that's still all Piixel, but my own personal brand of how I built $1 million company or what have you, that's still with me and will still remain with me. So they both feed off of each other, because if people are here learning about my brand or learning about me and what I'm doing to try to make, build $1 million company or whatever, they might cross right over. It's like, well, what company are you building? Oh, a web design company? Oh, cool. Well, I actually need a website, blah, 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 right? So that's how that can cross link. And then the other way, not so much, because it would be like, hey, here's, a video would be like, all right, hey, what's up, guys? Today we're going to walk through building a membership site using Webflow and what's it called? And MemberStack, whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be. I mean, whatever the application or whatever we're going to be using, that's what we're going to be doing today. And this is a Piixel production, and that's what Piixel teaches you, how to do these things that that we do for our customers, right? That will all belong to Piixel, right? So a separate thing. So all that being said, that's why I'm doing these things and kind of separating them. And there will be crossover, but I think over time, things will become more apparent. I hope. At least they're pretty clear in my mind. I think it's taken a while to unlift a whole lot of fog into things, but I think things are clear. And consistency for me is definitely going to be the key. But okay, so target client for my brand. I think there's a few things. Okay, so I would say entrepreneurs looking to start / grow their small, I would almost say like idea / business, because I figure anybody that's going to be watching me right now would probably be somebody that is like just at my level, right? Starting out, right? Because I'm not like, hey, do you want to build a 6-figure a month profit generating machine? This is what you need to do. No, I don't do that. I don't know how to do that, right? This is just us sitting down, figuring this shit out together, and we'll see what works, what doesn't. Yeah, maybe in 5 years we'll get there, but we're certainly not there now. So, right. So that's the target client. And I will also say, because there's a little bit, there's other things too that I want to do with my personal brand, that I have been doing, just haven't been consistent with it, is people looking to I don't know how to say this. Just people looking to better themselves in specific aspects of their life. And I guess we'll get to what those specifics are, I think, a little bit later on. But there are specific things that I know that I want to get better at in my life. And one of them being finances, and the other one being doing meaningful work, and feeling that the work that I'm doing provides value and provides value to the world, but also provides me with a sense of, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna say like a sense of, not happiness or pride, but a sense of, I guess purpose is really the word that I'm looking for. Like I wake up in the morning and be like, you know what, this is what I'm going to do because this provides me purpose. It's like, it's meaningful. And there's other things that I've podcast or talked about plenty of times too, with regards to like health as well. So that's another important thing for me. Marketing activities. So okay, we'll put this out there. Same thing. So live stream. So just record / document the process of working towards achieving your goals, right? That's basically what it is. We can talk about also short form content. So take clips from live streams, and then from there you can take out video clips, of course. You can take out quotes, and that could be used for something like Instagram. So let's just put in long form. Actually, I should specify long form video content. Yeah, so let's just put this to video content. Okay. So one thing that I was thinking about is doing like not live streaming, but doing maybe more thought out, planned, like summary or where we're at kind of videos, right? So like progress, it's like progress. Progress videos with more structure, and discussing successes, failures, difficulties, yeah. failures, difficulties. Yeah. That could be goal setting. You could think of it as a business. You would have like OKRs, which is like, what are your objectives? Is it OKRs? Oh, what are they? What are they called? Like objectives, key results. Oh my goodness. OKR, like weekly. I can't remember what they're called. Okay, so what does it stand for? It's just objective and key results? I guess it is just objective and key results. Okay, there we go. And that, just be honest review about just like the direction. I should say results, but also acknowledging just like personal weaknesses. So for example, in the business, if I'm doing some reflection, you really got to be honest with yourself. Like if, for example, like say, you were really bad, you really hated talking to people and you really didn't want to do sales and you just absolutely loathed talking to people, and but like the biggest problem that I'm having right now is that I'm not reaching out to enough people to get clients in my business. So being honest with yourself and acknowledging your weakness would be like, I am just really bad at reaching out to people. I don't like doing it. And it's actually, over the past 2 months, it's been holding my business back because I need to be making 100 reach outs a day and I'm making like 2 or something like that, right? So trying to take a really good objective approach at looking at what it is that you're trying to accomplish and what your deficits are and what's leading to you not getting there, right? So having that kind of content, I think, would be very helpful. Number one, it's helpful for me to do, to take a look at, and to really figure out exactly how to look at things, and not just like, oh, well, last week, yeah, it was okay, whatever, but to like actually sit down, whether it's a weekly thing or a monthly thing, of like, okay, this is what I want to accomplish. This is what I set out to accomplish. This is what I achieved. This is what I didn't achieve. Why didn't I achieve that? I think that's really important, especially for a business as you're trying to grow, which is what I'm trying to do. Okay. So marketing activities. So we have, these are kind of video. I mean, the live stream is obviously video, but short, you take clips from live streams. And you could take clips from long form video as well, obviously, to post them on YouTube Shorts, TikTok. One thing that I don't do often, or I don't do too often, I don't do at all, is Twitter. I think Twitter would be something really good to go out there. And I think lots of things. We could reach out, and actually, let's put this on here first. So Twitter, reach out and help people having issues / trouble with like web design, branding, like etc., like whatever it is that, you know, we're good at, right? The same thing, connect with people trying to improve themselves. And offer support and encouragement. And then just, again, honest discussions about your thoughts and where you are in the process, whatever the case may be. So I'm really going to have to learn about the ins and outs of Twitter. I don't use Twitter at all. And, you know, it's not so much of a place, from what I hear, of just throwing out your stuff out there, because who cares, right? I think, like with any social media, I think the purpose, of course, is still to provide value. And how do you provide value on a platform like Twitter? I'm not exactly clear on that. You know, again, until you develop an audience that cares about what you have to say, I think you have to, like anything, help other people with their problems and whatever the conversation happens to be. You know, enter in, like, if I go in and I search for a hashtag web design, look around all those hashtags and try to figure out what people are talking about within the industry, and then put in things with my 2 cents or my thoughts on the industry, right? You know, discuss my thoughts on the industry. You know, search for relevant like tags. Right. You know what will be better is to put these as numbers. Here too, numbers, please. Oh, what's going on? Why is it still, like, I'm on this sheet now? Why are you being stupid? Oh, because I'm going, I'm the one who's being stupid. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I want to change this though. This is just video content. And then, yeah, long form. Short form. Okay. Then we could just say live stream. And writing for this one, I think a newsletter would be a good one. One could be business lessons, like from a noob, basically, right? And what I mean by business lessons, I mean business lessons that I've learned, not necessarily something for you to apply to your business, right? then we can have again, you always got to think about through the lens of providing value to the actual target people that you're wanting to hit. Right. That's all I can think of right now with writing. So writing is not really my jam. I'm much more of a video guy, obviously. And sitting there writing a blog post or whatever is not really as appealing as it is for me writing, or like you writing a script or just talking on video. Much more comfortable in front of the camera. I mean, I can still write, don't get me wrong, but it's not as fun. Okay, podcasting. Okay, so this is where I was kind of at in the other side here. Let me bring this, not you. All right, podcasting. A local show, or just having conversations. And this is in person. I want to do it in person. Doing stuff over like Zoom or whatever, it's not my cup of tea. Having conversations in person with local entrepreneurs and business owners about their struggles, successes with running a business. So this would appeal to the business owner, right? Or the entrepreneur looking to start or grow their business, right? And that could even reach a wider audience. But I mean, the thing right now, like the wider audience being like anybody who's in Halifax who just wants to get a vibe for the city, right? I mean, it would start locally right now, and then, you know, if it ever moved up to something that's not local, then, you know, that'd be fantastic, obviously, right? But again, something like this, which is something that I think would be fantastic to do, which I'm probably going to do in some capacity, having this under my personal brand, I think makes much more sense of having it under the Piixel brand, because again, if people get very interested in this podcast, then they're like, what does this guy do? Oh, well, he does, he builds websites, right? Oh, that's his business, right? Okay, he does. What is Piixel? Oh, great, I'll go there, right? So it's by targeting things that I talk personally about what I'm doing to build a business, and talking to other people building a business, you start to attract people that are in business, that work, or whatever it is, that might be interested in the services that I have to offer, right? So it's indirectly targeting potential clients, whereas the stuff with Piixel, it's more like, hey, this is actually I really want to get into the eyeballs of somebody that is trying to build a membership website, or someone who's trying to learn how to build a website, and, you know, they get to the point where like, forget it, I don't want to learn how to do it, I'm just going to hire you to do it, right? So that's the kind of two different mindsets that I'm going off, that I'm thinking of here. And I mean, obviously there's a huge extreme of what's the most successful podcast, right? It's Joe Rogan. So he has this podcast where he just talks to other people, but everyone knows Joe Rogan, he also owns his other companies, sells supplements, or whatever the hell it is that Joe Rogan does, right? They know that because of his audience that he has on his podcast, right? So it's like a springboard, like your personal podcast or your personal brand is a springboard for all the different things that you can do as a business owner, right? So, I mean, we have a pretty good list here. So, and I know, I mean, we could get other ideas. Let's do something a little bit fun. Let's go to our good friend, Mr. Artificial Intelligence here. Say, I have a new creative agency that focuses on building websites and applications for small businesses with a budget. Budget of around, say, this is a pretty big span to spend. What are some marketing strategies that would be good to attract my desired clients? Let's see what the chat has to say about that. The chat GBT. Oh, congratulations. Oh, well, thank you. Okay, create strong online presence. Right, makes sense. Build a professional website, which we have. Create social media accounts and post updates about your service portfolio and client testimonials. Okay, not so much what I'm going for. Offer free consultation. Yeah, that's where I was talking about before. I should write this down while it's doing this thing. It's still doing things. But I was wondering that it might be too, like, there might not be, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it might take too much time. Maybe not. Maybe that's the way to go. Okay, so, what's the word I'm looking for? So direct, I'll just call it direct communication. So create list of potential or what's the other word I'm looking for? Like desired or ideal. That's the word I desired. Ideal clients. Let's just start local anyways. Well, I don't have to. I mean, local to start, I guess. Maybe it's easier. I could be like, hey, I'm, so-and-so, local business. And then send out personalized 2 to 3 minute video on their website and how they can improve on things like, hey, you guys are going? Okay, have fun. Bye. 2 to 3 minute video on their website. Oh, I don't like that. 2 to 3 minute video on how they can improve. I'm forgetting an R on things like, let's say conversions / call to action. That's kind of the same thing. Whatever. I'll just put it. User signups. Just overall design principles. Let's just say, if they have bad typography or bad color contrast. Whatever, I don't know, etc. What else? Oh, you guys can't see this. My bad. Sorry about that. Create a list of potential ideal customers, conversions, right? And even well, we could talk about it's tough to just put branding, but things that, the communication style, like overall cohesion. There's lots of things. Conversions, signups, right. They architecture. Where are things placed? Where can things be placed more efficiently? Mobile issues. And I want to say, like, business opportunities. Have you thought of teaching courses, having a membership site? Right, things like that, or selling online, whatever, right? Lots of different things to do to communicate. So I think that's a really good point. And I think I should probably dedicate like a couple hours a day to doing that. Like, yeah, well, you know what? Maybe we'll do this tomorrow. Tomorrow we will go over how we should break up our day in order to do the various things that we need to do, right? We'll do that. You know what would be kind of cool? Maybe I'll put this in the chat. Because I think if you're rewatching this, you can see what we're going to do. So tomorrow's agenda. We're going to discuss how to break down the hours in our day to create our content. Is that right? To create our content? Tomorrow's agenda, discuss how to break down the hours in our day to make sure we can create all the content we want to. Yeah, something like that. There we go. Can I pin it? I think I could probably pin it. I'm going to pin it. It's pinned. Cool. It's actually probably a little thing that'll actually probably help out. Cool. Okay. So, right. Let's go back to chat. Okay. So create a strong online presence. Okay, that's vague. Offer free consultation. Okay, well, I'm not going to do that for free. Attend local networking events. That is good. And I actually do have something that I already have as an idea. So on create business, I don't know, group, and basically have like 4 or 5 entrepreneurs get together in person, weekly, monthly, to discuss their businesses and get feedback from the group. So a completely open and honest, I don't want to say space, and just environment for people wanting to learn to grow themselves and their business. Right. I mean, it could be online too. And or, not or, just and. Actually, also think about creating an online group, but that is maybe a little bit more like membership driven, which is another thing. Actually, we'll talk about that in a second. Actually, maybe I'll just throw that in there now while I'm thinking about it. So membership. Tailored to people specifically looking to learn how to start a business. Or people looking. We'll keep it at that for now because that's all I have. Is how to start a business or learning how to start a business, right? Come join a like-minded group of people that are trying to figure this shit out, right? Right. Okay. Let's go back. Okay. Oh, right. I didn't even get to this point. Local business communities. In-person teaching. So there's with the regional business associations. So like I'm taking courses now, and I do know that here in the region, I'm sure lots of cities have this. They have other people that teach, or they have lots of different courses, and they'd have all these kind of teachers. And I know full well that I could teach some of these courses. If they have some courses on, web design 101, all that kind of stuff, like Excel 101, like I could teach that stuff. So that could be something that could be worth thinking about. Making local connections. So I like that. I totally forgot about all this in-person stuff. Okay. Partnerships. That's kind of cool. Local business communities. I'm just going to throw that in here. Partnerships with companies that can complement Piixel. So what would be companies that complement? So somebody wants a website, right? But so say, there's somebody that does logos. I don't do logos right now. I'd love to do that in-house eventually, but if I don't, it's like, hey, let's partner with somebody that's a logo designer. Logo designers, like graphic artists, like painters. I'd love to think of like business centers. So like in terms of this local business communities, there's got to be like organizations that help people launch their business. So the problem with this that I'm thinking of, like, obviously it would be really fantastic to be like imagine if you're an organization, whatever it is that you do, all you do is you take in people that want to start their own business, right? All kinds of newbie people that just want to start something, right? Whether that's probably like some type of government program, right? Whether it's local or probably like a local thing, but a local, maybe it could be provincial, whatever, at least here in Canada. So, they got hundreds of people coming through the door on a, maybe not a daily basis, but a weekly basis, what have you. And imagine if somehow we could connect where Piixel would kind of be the place that they would send people to if they want to have their questions answered on web design, right? But that would mean completely changing out the format of like Piixel's target audience. Like we don't target right now, or the idea is not to target people that are completely brand new. And this is where I had the thought way back in the day of having a system where it could be this turnkey solution where you go to Piixel, maybe it's something else. Maybe this is something that's a little off to the side where it's like, want something really fast. Well, here's the turnkey solution where it's literally, okay, what's your content? What are the pages you have? What's the content? Upload your images, everything you need. Click submit. It's like $2,000, $5,000, whatever. You pay right there and then, and you get your website. It's like this whole turnkey solution, right? So so many options that might be worth looking into. So I'm going to write this down. This would create a service for people. Create a service for people to get a turnkey solution to creating a new website that is going to give them everything they need. And I want to say like a competitive advantage with a pro website, right? What they need without breaking the bank, right? I mean, it's a hard niche to get into, but it would have to be something where it's a basic website. Give me all your content, and we're not going to spend time figuring out all the nuances of how you're going to do your branding or whatever. We're not going to talk to understand. Like, there'll be an initial conversation, but there's not going to be all this back and forth of figuring out exactly how you talk to clients, whatever, how you're going to get them or what have you. I mean, there's lots of that stuff that I kind of know already, so I think that's one benefit from working with me as someone who's like a beginner, doesn't have to spend a lot of money, is I know a lot of these things, probably even before you might. And then I could take that information, knowledge, and then just spit out a website. It's not going to win any awards or whatever, but the information is going to be the right place. It's going to be accessible. People are going to know how to navigate it, and they're going to be able to get to where they want to go quickly. And whatever it is that funnel is of hit the website, and whether it's buy something or contact me for information, sign up for the newsletter, whatever, we'll get that funnel working as smoothly as possible right off the bat. And then it's very cheap, right? But I would need to be able to do that fast. And that's also where the components kind of comes into play, which I didn't even write down here at all. Let's just call it here, building resources for people. Think of Webflow components. Oh my goodness, where am I going to find time for doing all this kind of stuff? Holy jeez, there is so much to do. Webflow components. I mean, you could think of also video components, like openers and all that kind of stuff. It could be just templates for lots of different things. I should put this down. I'm not saying I'm going to do all this stuff, guys. It's just putting things down so I could just have it down. Business cards. Let's just talk stationary items. PowerPoint presentations. This is getting a little, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do that because I don't like doing that stuff. But just putting ideas down, right? That's what it's all about, brainstorming. So partnering with other businesses, did I put that in there? I mean, in-person, local businesses, partnerships, right? Yeah, think about who could how we can benefit from each other, right? So for another example would be photographers. Maybe if they're doing product photography, specifically. No advertising. We're not paying a single cent. Everything's free. Offer competitive pricing. Case studies, right. You put the right clients for agency. Good luck. Okay. So thanks for the tips. Can you expand? Let's just do something. And on what it would take to create a strong online presence. Oh, how do I spell that? There we go. Curious to see what it says. I wonder if it could give me feedback on my website. Create a blog. Invest in video marketing. Email marketing. Okay, it's very generic here, but yeah, free resources. That could be like a little lost leader or whatever to get people to sign up. Like, sign up for my newsletter and I'll send you 3 tips to instantly being able to design better websites, right? Things like that. Can you give me feedback on my website? Huh. So how does it know it looks professional and visually appealing? The website is mobile responsive. Well, thank you. Portfolio page. That's a great way to show you. Oh, right. I don't have a portfolio page. I do have testimonials, but yeah, a photo would be nice, but I don't know if everyone wants to have their picture online. Yes. Oh, some good feedback. Contact page. I mean, it does have a form. What are you talking about? But it could benefit from a contact form to make it easier for... yeah, well, it does have a form. Anyways. Well, is it designed for my target audience? I know that. Right. Okay. Right. Is there anything else that we want to ask this guy? Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Do you know of any local events in Halifax, Nova Scotia that I can attend that are for small business owners? Oh, it doesn't? Huh. It's too bad it's not an all-in-one. I think of like that. What's that movie? Her with Joaquin Phoenix. I don't know how to pronounce his name. That was pretty interesting. It had these AIs for their operating systems that just basically did everything, which is kind of cool. Although that one's not as scary as what could potentially happen with AI, but that's another issue. Meetup. Let's look at this. Halifax Chamber of Commerce. And what else did it say? Small Business Center. Halifax Downtown Business Commission. Never heard of it. Directory. I mean, this is where I go and like, so like it has this, right? And that's just a map. But if I can get access to, well, the casino, maybe not so much the casino, but, oh, right. And they have like contact information, and then I could check out their website. Oh, if they did exist. What is this? Their architecture. These guys are in St. John's. Cool. Anyways, right? Go off these guys. Look at all these people. Like, contact Monica. Contact Stephen. Contact these people and talk to them about running a business, right? Architecture is really cool. I wanted to be, fun fact, I wanted to be an architect when I was a kid. But then got a co-op position doing some architecture with a local firm back in Sudbury. And it was so boring because I was just sitting on a computer all day. I was like, that's it. I hate computers. I hate architecture. I'm never going to do any job that is resulting in sitting at a desk. And here we are, working a job that's all about sitting at a desk. Okay, so this is a good place to stop. I think we got a lot. We got lots of words. We got 4, 5, 6, almost 700 words of content here. And let's just save this in terms of what we're going to do. So we're going to take this list and we're going to figure out what we're going to focus on, because this is a lot. We can't do all of this, obviously. So we're going to go save. Browse. Just where is like my computer? This PC, right? And we're gonna save it here. Where should this go? I'm not sure where this should go. Okay, so this is what is this? Marketing Brainstorm. And this is Piixel. And we're going to save this one as Marketing Brainstorm, but just do for the personal stuff. Okay. Right. And that's where we are. That's where we'll end it. So as I said, tomorrow we're going to take everything that we just did and we're going to, number one, we're going to sort them and rank them in terms of what we think is going to be the best thing for us to do and what we should focus on. And then we're going to put together a plan of how we're going to break up our day in order to make sure that we can actually do the work. And we should probably take a little bit of a look at our finances and to figure out exactly how much money that we have and how long we can keep going without having to worry about needing like a new customer. So that might be something interesting, but I'm really not too worried about that because I really do feel that it wouldn't be too much for me to even get a small like a smaller time customer, $2,000, $3,000 or whatever, and just do a little bit of work for them, get them a website, and then away you go. So, yeah. Anyways, so that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Today was, pretty good, pretty productive day thinking about the stuff that we're going to do. So now we actually have to get productive in doing real work. That's actually going to help bring us more customers, right? That's what we need to do. We need to make sure that every single day, at least when we're on the stream, is that we're building things that we're going to put out there to the world that's going to help us get more customers at the end of the day. No busy work, no work just for the sake of doing work. That's not actually helping, but we need to be doing stuff that's going to help move us forward. And that's always, I think, the hardest thing for a lot of business owners is like, what do you need to do in order to get more work, right? Like if you pave driveways or, driveway sealant, you got to knock on everyone's door and say like, hey, this is what I offer. And are you interested? Whatever it is, that's what you need to do every single day. And if you're not doing that, if you're just like, oh, well, I'm just going to research the best techniques about how to seal a driveway, or I'm just going to, watch a bunch of videos on what other people are doing and how they're doing their work, whatever, you're not doing the work that's going to make you successful in business, right? You have to do the things that are going to get to yourself and your business into the eyes of your audience and get them to actually, commit to paying, right? And whatever that is, whatever that business is for you, that's what you need to do. And that's what I need to figure out. And what I need to do is to get myself out there to the people that would want my services and to, I don't want to say convince them, because that's like, again, it's like a cheesy sales tactic, but to make them understand the value that I can provide and make it so ridiculous for them to say no, that they have like no choice but to hire me to do the work, and again, and it's for mutual benefit, right? I get money because I get to provide for my family and have a business, and I provide service for you for a website or whatever that helps you make even more money and do better at your business, right? So that's where we are. I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a great day. Do lots of good work. Keep on grinding away at your business, and together we will get to the promised successful land together. So looking forward to it. Have yourself a great night. Bye now.